Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your NHL rundown of games for Saturday the 14th of March. Hope everybody's had a great March Madness so far. Had a great day yesterday. I'm looking to have an even better day today. 5 plays today. You can get on my All Sports Pass. I got a super special. Text your name to my number right here. Tell me your name and that you want the 2-week All Sports Pass. I'll send you the link. You can get on. It's a $600 value. You get all 5 plays tonight. 3 plays in college basketball, including the 7-unit top play, play in the NBA, plus a soccer play. So make sure you get all of them. Send me your name to my number, and I'll send you the link. Okay, NHL, we got 14 games for tonight. We're going to do a quick rundown of these. No Indian Cowboy tonight. He's down in the South playing in a tennis tournament. I think he conked out as we were waiting for these lines to pop in for everything. So I'm on my own tonight, but make sure you check out my other video. I'll have both the NBA and college hoops as well. Just like always, we cover all the games pretty much every night. Okay, NHL, starting us off 1 o'clock, Anaheim at Ottawa here. Ottawa's favorite -161, total 6.5. I can't believe Anaheim's this big of underdog, to be honest. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games, been playing great hockey. I'd said after the Olympic break, this team would make the playoffs. People laughed at me, and then since then they've done, they're 7-3. So they've done a very good job here. I think at this price, I think you take them. They did let one get away at Toronto, lost 6-4 on, Thursday. But I guess Ottawa's not world beaters. They did beat they lost last time out against Montreal. That was at home. They won 3 in a row on the road, but it was Vancouver, Seattle, and Calgary, so not the world beaters. I think you take Anaheim plus the 135 in this one. I think there's value to be had there, and I can't lay this kind of price with Ottawa. I just don't think they're good enough at home to warrant that kind of number. Next game, Boston at Washington. Washington -135, total 6, and both these teams are basically 500 teams the last 10 games, and both of them kind of need to get things going here. Washington maybe more than Boston, and I think Washington plays like it tonight. I think you lay the number here. I mean, Washington just can't afford to. They've won 2 of their last 3 games. They beat Buffalo. Buffalo was super hot last time out. I think that confidence carries them over against a Boston team that's not the greatest on the road, just 11, 14, and 5 on the road. So give me Washington. Next game, 4 o'clock game. Winnipeg hosting in Colorado here. Colorado, big favorite, -167. Total, I believe it's 6. I don't see a total in this one, so we'll just leave that off. But Colorado's picked back up. Before the All-Star break, before the Olympic break, they had really struggled. But since then, they've been playing pretty good hockey. They've won, 6 of their last 7 games, I believe. Yeah, the only game lost was a 4-3 loss at home to Edmonton. Nice win on Thursday against Seattle. I think they take care of business. And Winnipeg lost their last 2, including losing to the Rangers. Rangers aren't very good. So give me Colorado in regulation, because obviously, I'm not laying this kind of big number. Lay it in regulation. Rangers and Minnesota Wild. Wild -217, total 6. And Rangers are going nowhere fast. This has been one of the more disappointing teams, especially at home this year. But on the road, they are a little better on the road. Weird. But Minnesota's been great. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. And, they've been taking care of business. They did lose 2 shootout games in their last 3. So they lost 2 of their last 3, but they were shootouts. I mean, if you flip those, this team would have won 5 in a row. But I think they get back to the winning ways today. Now, I don't like this price. So I probably would play them minus the 1.5 here. I just don't think the Rangers had a nice win. Actually, 3 nice wins. I don't think that continues. Lay Minnesota minus the 1.5 in this matchup. I think that little winning streak ends here tonight. San Jose and Montreal. Montreal -170, total 6.5. And San Jose's quietly been playing good. That win, I think it was it at Boston? I believe. Yes, their last win was against Boston. That was a nice win, 4-2. Never was close. They were up the entire game. I think that I'm going to take the plus 1.5 here with San Jose. I just think this is a Montreal team that should not be favored by this much. I know they've won 3 in a row, but that was Ottawa, Toronto, and the Kings. I think you take San Jose plus the 1.5 in this one. Now, next game, Calgary at the Islanders. Islanders favorite -167, total 6. And the Islanders are are playing in a back-to-back after losing last night at home to the Kings. I thought that was a tough game for them. Now they face a Calgary team that is coming off a road win at New Jersey and has the rest edge. I'm going to take Calgary here. Plus, I'm not a big fan of this Calgary team, but I think with the rest advantage and this sweet price, I think you lay it tonight and you take Calgary plus the points. I think this line will even probably end in the plus 140s. Next game, Carolina and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay minus 129, total 6.5. Two of the better teams in the league. You got a 41-win Calgary team or Carolina team, 40-win Tampa Bay team. Tampa Bay has been struggling a little bit, and you're giving me Carolina at the plus number. Carolina did beat them on February 26th, so what, like 2 weeks ago. 5-4. That was in Carolina. I think you take Carolina here plus the number. Carolina has lost 2 of their last 3. I think that's why we're getting a little better value here. But this is a Tampa Bay team that has only gone 2-6 in their last 8 games. So give me Carolina in this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Kings and New Jersey. Kings won last night, like we said, facing on the other team. New Jersey's favorite minus 145, total 5.5. I know that New Jersey has the rest edge. I don't care. This Kings team's been pretty good on this road trip, and I think it continues. They've won 2 of the 3 games. They lost in OT against Boston, and that's the other one. So easily could have been 3-0 on this trip. And then what would this line be? Give me the Kings here, plus 125. I know it's in a back-to-back, but I think the odds are reflective of that, and we get them a nice number. Toronto at Buffalo. Buffalo minus 211, total 6.5, and Toronto's been a dumpster fire. 2-6-2 their last 10 games facing Buffalo. That's 8-2. And if you go back the last month, Buffalo's the hottest team in the East and probably in all the NHL. Now, I don't like the minus 211 price, so I will lay them in regulation. You get them closer to that minus 145 number. I think that's a bettable number. So let's take them in regulation. Blue Jackets at the Flyers here. Blue Jackets favor minus 127, total 6. I'm going to continue to play the Blue Jackets. I know they've come down to earth a little bit since the break, but they've lost 3 overtime games. They're 1-3 in the last 3 games. All 3 of them are overtime. So I'm going to take Columbus here. I think they'll get a little break for them this time, and Philly's not been playing very good either, so I think it's a good matchup for Columbus to break that losing streak as far as overtime goes. Detroit and Dallas. Dallas favor minus 164, total 5.5, and Dallas has been playing as good as anybody. They're 9 or 10 wins in a row at this point. And Detroit, though, like they've snuck up and won some of these games since the break, but recently 1-4, so I can see why the number is where it is. But the only loss for Dallas was 4 back at home against Colorado, and they lost in a shootout. So, went to overtimes, then goes to shootouts. I like Dallas in regulation this one. I think they take care of business with a day break in between. Couple games left here, 3 to be exact. Pittsburgh and Utah. Utah minus 147, total 6. I knew with Crosby being out from the Olympics and going to be out 2 or 3 weeks, I thought Pittsburgh could just hold on. It has not been the case. They have not played great hockey as of late. They've just won 1 game in their last 6. I just don't see it changing here. Utah's been fairly good this season at home. I know they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. They lost to Chicago. I think this team will be ready for this one. I hate to lay it at this price, but I don't see any way around it. Give me Utah minus the 147. Chicago and Vegas. Vegas minus 223, total 6. And like I said, Chicago won at Utah last time out. That was a nice win. But they actually won Utah on the 9th and the 12th. So I didn't see that, but now I do. Vegas, they're just not. They've won 6-2 at home against Pittsburgh. Like I said, Pittsburgh's been streaking. Before that, 3 losses, a win, 3 losses. I'm taking Chicago plus the 1.5. Vegas just doesn't play good. They play to the level of their competition. I think Chicago can keep it close. Seattle and Vancouver. Seattle's favorite minus 128, total 6. Like, neither team is good. Let's play a total in this matchup. I think you play the under here. This is a Seattle team that has only gone over in 4 games of their last 10. They do have 3 pushes in there. Vancouver, they've gone over 6 of their last 10 games, but, other than the last time out when they won 4-3 in shootouts, they had 2 goals, 5 goals, 9, Like, I think this is a lower scoring game. I think you take Seattle and Vancouver under the 6 goals. All right, so that's what we like for tonight. Don't forget, get in on my top plays tonight. I'm going to have 5 of them. We're going to have 3-pack in college basketball. Going to have a play in the NBA and a soccer play. You get all 5 of them. Text your name to my number, 574-33-8717 in that 2-week pass. So just text your name and that you want the Craig's 2-week pass. I'll send you the link. It's the only way to get it. And it's a $600 value. You can't beat it. And this is a great time of year to get in on it because you'll also get the first couple weekends of the NCAA, or the first couple weeks of the NCAA tournament. So make sure you get on. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you again tomorrow.